The Colossal Titan. Do you know everything about this god among titans? So what's up guys, Foxen here. Today let's go ahead and get an in-depth look at what's literally the face of the Attack on Titan series, the giant meat man, formerly known as the Colossal Titan. So be sure to give your own colossal thumbs up and subscribe. Set up bell notifications so YouTube actually works. Obviously colossal spoilers up ahead. So let's get started. You saw the Colossal Titan kickstart this Attack on Titan story in high gear for your favorite raging boy. This beast of a titan later gained the name Choogata Kyojin by humanity, literally meaning freaking big ass titan in Japanese. Although you may be most familiar with the Colossal Titan or even Colossus Titan, depending on the English translation. The Marley warriors do have a different name though. They know this beast as the God Titan or God of Destruction. Move over, you anemic space dog. Size-wise, this Colossal Titan is 60 meters, just having 10 extra meters to peek itself over the wall. Imagine seeing this nightmare fuel. Keep in mind this 60 meters should have been true for any past and future Colossal Titan shifters too. As for how much this thing weighs, unfortunately this has always been kept private, so it's unknown. However, it is possible to get some sort of estimation. If you go ahead and use the measurements of an average male, the Colossus Titan would actually be around 6,800 pounds, or about 3,100 kilograms. As a fun comparison, an elephant is between 3,000 and 6,000 kilograms, depending on the type of elephant. And the chunky Snorlax is about 460 kilograms. So if you actually scale this thing, it's actually not that heavy. Keep in mind, Hange has also mentioned how these titans are far lighter than they should be for their size. Perhaps go ahead and reduce that estimate by a third or a half. It now seems that Titanarium stopping the Colossal Titan foot doesn't seem so far-fetched, doesn't it? For the Colossal Titan appearance, a giant naked meat man, complete with a resting bitch face. This sexy titan is iconically known for being the titan variant without skin. Oh, the shiny red titan. The skinless design does come from the Colossal Titan giving off that massive amount of heat. Recall the time that Hange got a taste of Eren's skinless titan transformation? Just go ahead and multiply that a few times. But seriously, look at this Colossal Titan's bootylicious body close up. He really is a freak of nature. The Colossal Titan body actually isn't proportional to a human male equivalent. The head is so tiny, not to mention missing his own mini Colossal Titan. The arms are smaller, way smaller than they should be. But they are long, they reach almost to his knees. It almost reminds me of those Beast Titan arms. Then down below, the Colossal Titan is awfully thick. You got those massive legs, a pretty thick midsection, and quite the developed back to give it some support. Next up, let's get into the Colossal Titan's special powers. At this point, the Colossal Nuke being the most impressive ability, which was recently demonstrated in the Attack on Titan Season 3 anime. Upon going Titan mode, the Colossal Titan lets out a massive amount of energy, literally nuking the whole area around it. Quite the area of effect damage. Better be careful to avoid friendly fire. But wait, I know what you're wondering. Bert actually transformed 3 times so far in the Attack on Titan anime. Even discounting the partial transformation in Attack on Titan Season 2, where the hell was the nuke? For this, there's 2 likely explanations for this nukeless transformation. The first being the Colossal Titan shifters like Bert are able to actually control the nuke, which really means that you could go into Colossal Titan mode with Michael Bay mode turned off. Or option number 2, which is simply that Isayama hadn't thought about this Colossal Titan nuke ability back in the early Attack on Titan manga. In other words, this whole huge explosion was never part of the original Colossal Titan power set. From the start of the series until this power got shown, that was 7 years later. Early on, Isayama always talked about just being glad his series didn't get cancelled. And talking about this new bombing power, how about the counter to it? That being the Colossal Titan being able to immediately disappear. You saw this Titan quickly escape Eren as he was aiming for the neck in the Trost arc. Something similar-ish happened in the first episode. It turns out the manga has actually retconned this a bit. In a flashback later in the manga showing the warrior side of things, you can see the Colossal Titan being left over after Bert used a super kick in episode 1. For the time versus Eren, perhaps there is a way to immediately steam nuke the body just to cleanse the evidence. Next Colossal Titan ability, don't forget about the steam defense. The Colossal Titan has been able to quickly release steam to defend its body, specifically preventing those pesky human flies from reaching its neck area. This steam ability literally uses its own body as fuel, so the longer the steam shield keeps up, the thinner the Colossal Titan gets. You saw only recently that Armin found her way around this by latching onto the Colossal Titan teeth instead of the muscle tissue. Next up, let's get things blazing. While not specifically a separate ability, the Colossal Titan is known for having this incredible heated body, more so when he goes into the steam mode. When charging forward, the Colossal Titan was just setting things ablaze from coming close to contact with stuff. This guy's like a walking Titan fire tornado. And let's not forget about the Titan Crystal. Can the Colossal Titan get hard too? It may be surprising to just imagine, but Reiner did confirm all Titans were able to learn this ability with time. Can you picture this rock-hard Colossal Titan? But honestly, if you think about it even more, the Colossal Titan has almost no reason to even use this. You already have the steam defense for those gravity-defying humans. Although keep in mind, the wall Colossal Titans actually use this Titan Crystal ability to cover themselves up. So perhaps the Colossal Titan going Crystal mode is a one-time deal. Think of it being similar to what happened to Annie. Next up, getting into other Colossal Titan abilities. First off, the partial transformation. You saw the Colossal Titan fully displaying this on top of wall rose in Attack on Titan Season 2. Here, the Colossal Titan latched onto the wall top, missing the bottom half. You should notice the top half was a good chunk smaller than the regular Colossal Titan too. Perhaps partly due to this, in this state, the Colossal Titan burned through the steam fuel rather quickly. Next up, getting into weaknesses of the Colossal Titan. Starting with the very first obvious one, this Titan being slow. Looks like being big is really just for show, and perhaps this thing having a decrease in speed really shouldn't be a shocker at all. Sure, you have the nuke, you have the steam, but the Colossal Titan takes a huge hit in the speed department. You actually have to give Eren some credit for discovering this fact in the Trost arc. Because really, if it wasn't for the steam cover plus that instant ability to disappear, Eren might have gotten him back then. Looks like Bert was only able to delay this outcome. Weakness number 2, the energy control. So far, a huge amount of energy has been required for the Colossal Titan that's come into play in multiple ways. First off, this energy requirement of the Colossal Titan pretty much rules out any multiple Titan transformations. The cooldown is just way too high. Even after Bert did that single partial transformation, arguably it was questionable whether he could go into Titan mode half a day later. This energy problem could mean a shorter overall Titan usage compared to other Titans like the Armor Titan or Titan Eren. And don't forget about the ultimate weakness, the Curse of YMIR. Of course, Bert and any Colossal Titan users cannot escape their destined death. That's assuming they don't die or turn into a Titan buffet beforehand. For this warrior, he gained the 13-year Curse of YMIR ever since inheriting this beast. And how appropriate, let's actually get to the Colossal Titan users. The very first one, Bert, which is the earliest known holder of the Colossal Titan. At a pretty young age, Bert applied to the warrior program. From this program, Bert's talents were recognized by MARLEY. Later, at the age of 10, Bert was actually given the honor to inherit the world's God of Destruction. Besides his talents, MARLEY most likely chose Bert due to him being so passive and in general much easier to manage. The God of Destruction is getting out of control? Don't forget, we still have your parents and family back as leverage. Next up, the second Colossal Titan user, Armin. So right after Bert, the barbecued Armin had a colossal buffet to gain his power. Armin then took hold of the Colossal Titan at age 15. This does mean his limit is his 28th birthday, or around there. Now you have the two best buddies in the world being Titan bros together. An interesting thing to notice from Armin gaining this Titan ability is that Armin briefly saw his Colossal Titan face looking over his lying body. The Titan face here was seen with the tear in his eye looking awfully sad. It still is unknown whether this was Bert's memories, some past Colossal Titan holder, or perhaps the Colossal Titan itself being conscious to some extent. At this time, Armin is still the holder at age 19, 9 years left for his term. Oh, and don't forget about the slight differences with the Armin Colossal Titan, mostly in the face region. The Colossal Titan Armin notably has lips, so perhaps speaking may be possible. Armin's big boy is also missing a nose. This is very likely from the Colossal Titan inheriting the facial features from Armin's mindless Titan form, which was also missing a nose. And then the ultimate user, don't forget about YMIR, the OG YMIR. The Colossal Titan was once part of this original Titan. The powers then got split into one of the 9 Titans after her supposed death. It is still currently unknown what specifically the Colossal Titan represented from the original YMIR, partly since it's so vastly different size-wise. Perhaps this Titan was just meant to be this godly foot soldier. Really quickly, I do have to mention the 120-meter Raw Titan that debuted in the Season 3 anime. For this, I actually have a whole video diving into this. Recall that Raw was trying to make his story into a mindless Titan. Raw specifically used this Titan potion labeled as being the strongest Titan. A little bit of tongue action later, lick Rod exploded into the monster, twice the size of the Colossal Titan. So my theory on the Rod Titan was it being this mutated Colossal Titan variant. Definitely check my video for the juicy details. Next up, let me get into this controversial topic, which is talking about the CG Colossal Titan. There has been this popular question about why the Colossal Titan was first seen with hand-drawn animation, but then all of a sudden it switched to CG for Attack on Titan Season 2, then even more CG for the recent Attack on Titan Season 3 anime. For this, I've actually seen a ton of misinformation regarding this. if you look back to the Attack on Titan Season 1 anime, the Colossal Titan really only appeared twice. The first time, this Titan peeked his head over the wall, then he penetrated it with this big long red thing. The second time, the Colossal Titan appeared to do the same thing, only to a different wall. The difference this time was that your favorite Regimori was up there to combat the Colossal Titan. You should notice that both times in Attack on Titan Season 1, the Colossal Titan was displayed very briefly with a lot of close-up shots. Now you get into Attack on Titan Season 2. You now have the Wit Studio trying to do a pretty complex action sequence with the scouts attacking this beast. Just imagine trying to hand-draw that whole action sequence. Keep in mind this was already being done by a very small studio that repeatedly has admitted to being on a super tight schedule, often behind schedule. If you recall to other parts in Season 2, very notably the Wit Studio kept on using even more still images for action sequences in the final few episodes. Now you have the latest example of the Colossal Titan used in Attack on Titan Season 3, which, to be honest, I think they could have gotten away with a lot more non-CG animation. There were so many shots of this thing just moving forward. Although to give the Wit Studio some credit, they still managed to mix in hand-drawn animation at times. Either way, the Wit Studio now switched to using CG due to the combination of two main reasons. The Colossal Titan has been doing more complex things. Switching to CG makes this easier to produce. And the second important reason, the Wit Studio actually doesn't do any of the CG themselves. They actually outsource their CG production for Attack on Titan to this studio called Madbox. And before anyone starts freaking out about the term outsourced, keep in mind outsourcing animation is common and done for practically every anime studio at this point. This really just means it does free up Wit Studio's already overworked team that's behind schedule to instead focus their animation elsewhere. Next up, let's look at the Colossal Titan battles over the years. First off, the Colossal Titan versus YMIR. Winner, the Warriors. Losers, humanity. Notably, the wall pieces pancaked Eren's house. So yes, in a way, Bert smashed Eren's mom. The Colossal Titan versus the Scout Season 2. Was there really any winner here? This whole thing was really more like a stalemate. Ultimately, the real loser happened to be Eren. I mean, the guy got his win taken away from the Colossal Titan's body falling over. The Colossal Titan versus Eren and the Scouts in Attack on Titan Season 3. For this, there's different ways of breaking this whole thing down. Once again, the Scouts had no chance versus the Steamy Titan. Eren also suffered that embarrassing fail from being super kicked into the damn wall. Talk about being the lamest Titan. Ultimately, it was only after Armin sacrificing himself, combined with Eren leaving his rock-hard Titan stuck on the wall, that human Eren, not Titan Eren, was able to take this guy down. So, Titan Eren versus the Colossal Titan, that still goes to the Colossal Titan. Armin plus Titan Eren plus human mode. Only then the Colossal Titan went toppling down. The Colossal Titan versus Marley. Oh, Marley got their taste of that grim reminder. Honestly, I don't know what Armin was eating, but that Marley nuke definitely seemed a lot more destructive with the impact. If you think about it, the Colossal Titan could possibly train the nuke ability. That would be horrifying if true. As for the Colossal Titan versus other Titans, you decide. Can anyone survive the Colossal Titan nuke? By the way, fun fact, the Colossal Titan was actually seen going up against the Avengers in their brief crossover. This included fighting the Guardians of the Galaxy. Marvel here definitely took liberties. I mean, his size is like at least twice that of the Statue of Liberty, her being 93 meters tall. So, where do you rank the Colossal Titan? Is this your favorite Titan? By the way, I do plan to cover every Titan, hopefully weekly or bi-weekly. Post down below which Titan you want to see next. Definitely check out my past videos including Titan Eren's, the Founding Titan, Rod's Titan, and the others. And I'll see you guys later.